Dear students, we were discussing about different types of animal tissues. In that, mainly there are four types. One is epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue and nervous tissue. Out of four, already we have discussed about epithelial tissues in detail. About the types of epithelial tissues, their location and functions, everything we have discussed. In this class, I will start with the another type of animal tissue, that is connective tissue. Another animal tissue, that is connective tissue. Connective tissue. Connective tissue is most abundant and widely distributed in complex animals. It is abundant. Abundant means present more in number. Abundant and widely distributed. It is distributed throughout the body of complex animals, means higher animals. Connective tissues arise from mesoderm of the embryo. They arise from mesoderm. Embryo contains three embryonic germ layers such as outer ectoderm, middle mesoderm and inner endoderm. This connective tissue develops from the middle layer, that is mesoderm. It arises from mesoderm of the embryo. And connective tissues are named or they are called as connective tissues or binding tissues because they connect or they link one tissue with another tissue. Connective tissues link or connect one with another tissue. Means many tissues of the body are connected to each other by the help of connective tissues. They link or connect one type of tissues with another type of tissues. Hence they are called as connective tissues. And they are also called as binding tissues. Connective tissues are also called as binding tissue. Because these connective tissues support the other tissues. They give support to other tissues or other organs of the body. They give support. They give support to various tissues and various organs of the body. Hence they are also called as binding tissues. This is important for 1 mark. They may ask why connective tissues are named so. Give reason. Then the intercellular spaces. Intercellular spaces means space which is present between two cells. Inter means in between. Inter or in between. Intercellular space. Intercellular space means the space present between two cells. Intracellular, I-N-T-R-A, intra. Intracellular space means the space which is present within the cell. The intracellular spaces present between these cells are filled with a matrix. Intracellular spaces is a space present between two cells which is filled by, that space is filled by the matrix, or it is also called as ground substance. Matrix is also called as ground substance. Matrix or ground substances. These ground substances are secreted by some of the cells. Ground substances are secreted by some of the cells. And different types of cells and different types of fibers are present in the matrix. Intercellular space is present between the cells, and that intercellular space which is present between the cells are filled with the matrix, or it is filled by ground substance. And this matrix or ground substance is secreted, released or produced by some of the cells. In this matrix or in this ground substance, various types of cells and fibers. Various types of cells. For example, plasma cells, macrophages, fibroblasts are the various types of cells which are present in the ground substance. Various types of fibers means white fibers, yellow fibers, reticular fibers. These are different types of fibers. White fibers, yellow fibers, reticulin fibers. Various types of cells means plasma cells, macrophages, mast cells, fibroblasts, etc. These are the different types of cells and fibers present in the matrix or in the ground substance. These fibers provide strength. Fibers provide strength, elasticity and flexibility. It provides flexibility, elasticity. Because of elasticity or flexibility, one can change the shape of the body or one can move the body parts like movement of hands or legs or movement of some parts of the body, etc. That is mainly because of flexibility. Based on the nature of the matrix, connective tissues are classified into three types. Based on the nature of the matrix, connective tissues are classified into three types such as loose connective tissue. Connective tissues are classified into different types based on the nature of the matrix, such as loose connective tissue. Second one is dense connective tissue, loose connective tissue, dense connective tissue, and one more is specialized connective tissue. Loose connective tissue, dense connective tissue and specialized connective tissue are the three types of connective tissues based on the nature of the matrix or ground substance. Means loose means here the cells and fibers are arranged loosely in the matrix. Dense means suppose in the matrix cells and fibers are compactly or tightly arranged, then it is called dense. Specialized means it may be a fluid matrix. These things we are going to discuss now. First, we will discuss about loose connective tissue. There are three types of connective tissues based on the nature of the matrix, such as loose connective tissue, dense connective tissue and specialized connective tissue. First one is loose connective tissue. Loose connective tissue. Loose connective tissue is the most widespread connective tissue of the body. It is the most widespread connective tissue of the body and which is used to attach the skin to the underlying tissue. Skin of the body is attached to underlying tissues. Means below the skin various types of animal tissues are present. Skin is attached to various types of connective tissues which are present below that by the help of this loose connective tissue. Loose connective tissue is used to attach the skin to the underlying tissues of the body. And loose connective tissue is present in all parts of the body. It is present in all parts of the body as a packing material. It acts as a packing material. Loose connective tissue act as a packing material. Present all over the body and act as a packing material because it fills the space between various organs. Between various organs, or between two organs, small space is present. That space is filled by the loose connective tissue. So that it is called as packing material, or it acts as a packing material by filling the space present between two organs. The best example for loose connective tissue is areolar tissue. Areolar connective tissue or areolar tissue. Areolar connective tissue or areolar tissue is the best example for loose connective tissue. This is very important, the structure and function of areolar connective tissue. First, I will draw the structure of areolar connective tissue. In the matrix of the areolar connective tissues, three types of fibers are present. Three types of fibers are present in the matrix of the areolar connective tissues. Three types of fibers are white fiber, yellow fiber, different types of fibers which are present in the areolar matrix of the areolar connective tissues: white, yellow and reticular fibers. See, these are different types of fibers. This is yellow fiber. This is yellow fiber. This one is white fiber. White fibers, yellow fibers. Then different types of cells. Different types of cells present in the matrix of the areolar connective tissue. See, this is adipocyte. This one is adipocyte. Then this is white fiber. And this is yellow fiber. White fiber, yellow fiber. Then plasma cells. Here plasma cell is present. This is plasma. Plasma cell. Then fibroblast. Fibroblast. These are fibroblast. Plasma cells, fibroblast, then macrophages. Macrophages. And this is matrix. Matrix. In this matrix, cells and fibers are loosely arranged. Hence it is called as loose connective tissue. Areolar connective tissue is called as loose connective tissue because here the cells and fibers are loosely arranged. This is fibroblast. Fibroblast, and this is macrophage. And this is matrix. Areolar connective tissue. So this diagram is important. Sometimes they may ask, draw a neat label diagram of areolar connective tissue for 3 marks. They may ask this diagram for 3 marks. Areolar connective tissue. See, this areolar connective tissue is composed of transparent jelly-like matrix. This matrix is transparent jelly-like, or ground substance is transparent jelly-like, and this matrix is called as mucin. Transparent jelly-like matrix or ground substance is present in case of areolar connective tissue, and that is called as mucin. Mucin. And this mucin contains 3 types of fibers. 3 types of fibers are present and 5 types of cells are present in the matrix or in the ground substance of the areolar connective tissue. 3 types of fibers and 5 types of cells are present. 3 types of fibers are white fibers. 3 types of fibers present in the areolar connective tissue are white fibers, yellow fibers, and one more is reticular fibers. White, yellow, and reticular. White fibers, yellow fibers, and another one is reticular. Are the 3 types of fibers present in the matrix or in the ground substance of areolar connective tissue. These white fibers are abundant, means many in number, tough and strong, but they are flexible to a pulling force. White fibers are tough, abundant and strong, but they are flexible to a pulling force. And they contain unbranched fibrils which are lying parallel to each other. See, these are the unbranched fibrils which are lying parallel to each other. See, these fibrils are parallel to each other. And white fiber is made up of a protein called collagen. Name the protein present in the white fiber, that is collagen. It is made up of a protein called collagen. Then yellow fibers. These are few in number and they are thicker than the white fibers. Yellow fibers are thicker than white fibers and it is made up of a protein called elastin. Yellow fiber is made up of a protein called elastin and it provides elasticity to the tissues. Then another type of fiber is reticular fibers. Reticular fibers. This fiber is made up of a protein called reticulin. Reticulin protein. And these reticular fibers form a delicate network. It forms a delicate network which support the cells. And reticular fiber is made up of a protein called reticulin. Then 5 different types of cells. 5 different types of cells present in the matrix of the areolar connective tissues are fibroblast, plasma cells, macrophages, adipocytes, and one more is mast cell. Mast cell. Draw here only. Mast cell. These are the 5 different types of cells present in the areolar connective tissue. First one is fibroblast. These fibroblasts are large, flat, highly branched cells with oval shaped nuclei. Say, fibroblasts are large, they are flat, highly branched. Here you can observe branched cells with oval shaped nuclei. And the main function of fibroblast is secreting and maintaining fibers. They secrete and they maintain fibers. Next one is plasma cell. Another type of cell present in the areolar connective tissue, that is plasma cell. These plasma cells are oval shaped. Plasma cells are oval shaped and they have a non-granular cytoplasm. Plasma cells are oval shaped and they have non-granular cytoplasm and small nucleus is present. Small nucleus is present in the plasma cells. The main function of plasma cell is the production of antibodies. Plasma cells produce antibodies. Antibodies are the substances which fight against disease-causing organism or which fight against antigen or foreign substance. In second year, you are going to study in detail about the antibodies. The main function of plasma cell is production of antibodies. These different types of cells and their functions are important. Important for your theory exam as well as for competitive exams. Then another one is macrophages. Macrophages are amoeboid shaped. Macrophages are amoeboid shaped, means irregular shaped, and they are wandering cells. They are wandering cells. Wandering cells means moving here and there. And they defend against infective microorganisms by ingesting them. Macrophages are like watchmen. They are the wandering cells. They are moving here and there and they will find out if there is any foreign substance is entering the body, or if any bacteria or virus or any infection causing agent is entering the body, then such microorganisms will be recognized by the macrophages and they ingest. Ingest means eating. Macrophages ingest or they eat the infection causing organisms, hence they are called as phagocytes. Phagocytes. Macrophages are the wandering cells. They defend. They defend means they protect the body from disease causing organisms or infective microorganisms. How they protect the body means macrophages ingest or they eat the disease or infection causing microorganisms, hence they are called as phagocytes. One more type of cell is adipocytes or adipose tissue or adipocytes. These adipocytes are fat-filled cells. They are fat-filled cells because adipocytes are the cells which are specially meant for the storage of fat. Storage of fat. Hence they serve as an energy reserve. Whenever body requires energy, at that time the fat which is present in the adipocyte will be burned to release energy. And adipocyte also form a packing tissue for some organs. They form packing tissue for some organs and they helps in insulating the body. Insulating the body. They maintain a proper body temperature, adipocyte. These are the fat storing cells. Then last one is mast cells. Mast cells. Mast cells are found abundant near the blood vessels. mast cells are abundant. Usually they are present in more in number near the blood vessels. They secrete, mast cell secrete heparin. Mast cell secrete heparin, and this heparin is an anticoagulant. It is an anticoagulant. Anticoagulant means anti. It is an anticoagulant. Coagulation means clotting of blood. Coagulation means clotting of blood. Suppose if there is a coagulation of blood in the blood vessels. In the blood vessels there is a coagulation of blood. Means consider it's a blood vessel. Here in this blood vessel, blood is clotted. Blood is clotted. Then this clotting of blood affects on transport of blood in this blood vessel. Clotting of blood affects on the transportation of blood through this blood vessel. Anticoagulant is an agent which prevents the coagulation of blood. Anticoagulant, opposite to coagulant or opposite to coagulation. Anticoagulant like heparin prevents the coagulation or clotting of blood inside the blood vessel. This heparin prevents the coagulation of blood, thereby it helps in normal transport of blood through the blood vessels from one part of the body to another part of the body. So, name the anticoagulant released by the mast cell or secreted by the mast cell is important for competitive exams. Heparin is an anticoagulant secreted by the mast cells which heparin prevents the coagulation or clotting of blood inside the blood vessels. Coagulation of blood you might have seen. Suppose if there is any injury, soon after the injury blood flows for few seconds or for about few minutes. After that there will be clotting of blood. After the clotting there will be no flow of blood from that injury. That is called blood clotting or coagulation. This is about the structure of areolar connective tissues. In the next class we will discuss about another loose connective tissue, that is adipocyte or adipose tissue. Thank you.